Gilbrand tweets, when I ask my scouts on the ground, by the way, that in and of itself is something precious. Scouts on the ground.
Do you not have scouts
days.
on the ground?
I don't have any scouts on the ground at pro days. I mean, I don't know.
We're losing credibility by the day not having scouts on the ground.
When I ask my scouts on the ground at pro days about player workouts, they classify them in the following way. Great, very good, good plus, good, average, okay. But then he says, my scout at Alabama's pro day yesterday added another category. Now, if you looked at that list and you decided, like, where does the extra category need to go?
Yeah, what's missing?
What would you say?
I don't know. They're all the same thing.
Exceptional. That's what was missing.
Oh, exceptional.
We need another way of going good. We already had six different types of good.
That's above good plus.
It's above great.
It's above great?
Right. Great, very good, good plus, good, average, or okay.
Oh, so exceptional is the best?
Yeah.
So that was Josh. Okay, we'll talk about.
So
Josh
we already had six average to good categories. We needed to add another good on top of that, and there's no way you can be bad at a pro day.
There's no bad pro days.
Like, according to this scale, if you went out there, you're 40, broke a hip, and had to be shot,
okay,
it would be an okay pro day.
Unless a scout on the ground adds a new category, which apparently is fair game.
Right.
So I have categories.
I mean,
but we could just make up a new one if you need to.
This scenario where a guy, during the course of his 3-cone, breaks something, the tent is erected behind him, a guy walks in with a shotgun, has to put him down.
Okay.
It's either okay or average. I'm not sure.
Is okay the bottom one? It
looks like it's the bottom one, right?
Could be average.
I'm also imagining the arguments that go on here, where between two scouts on the ground, it's like, I don't know, you're out of your mind. That is very good, not good plus.
I got him a good plus.
You're crazy if you have him a good plus. That's very good.
Look, people can easily turn that on us because we grade based off of 0.5s and +1s, and we have those arguments. It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
That's a 0.5. That's a 1. I got it as a -1.
It's not the same thing.
Good plus.
He has 6 different types of average to good.
I love Gil. Gil's one of those guys I think you have to respect. I don't respect all of my elders. I think you have to respect the work that he's put in.
Yeah.
I think he's had a little fun in the Twitter world.
I think he's a good Twitter follower as well.
Yeah.
I just think that this particular tweet is lunacy.
He's kind of a colleague over at SiriusXM.
This is also interesting, by the way, that Josh Jacobs was the back that made them add exceptional on top of the 6 already good categories.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Because he ran a 4.6 and everyone was saying he drops because of that.
No, but he was exceptional apparently at everything else.
Well, yeah.
The thing with Gil, I think everybody can aspire to, if you just do so much, you're just like, you contribute so much, you've accomplished everything, that there's just some point in life where you just have like free reign to tweet whatever you want, and if it's crazy, they're like, oh, that's just Gil. Just Gil being Gil. Good for him.
You want to reach the stage where no matter what you put out, it's endearing.
I want the next 20 years of my life. How old am I? 25, 30 years of my life to just be so successful that I can tweet crazy stuff when I'm like 75. And everybody's like, that's just Steve.
In case you were interested, by the way, some other workout grades from Alabama. Mac Wilson was average, which by that scale is like a disaster.
Oh, he's got everybody?
Yeah. Irv Smith was very good. Savion Smith?
Yeah.
Average. Jonah Williams, very good. Damian Harris, okay. Which again, by that scale, is like a train wreck.
That's the lowest.
Right.
That's like a -2 PFF.
It's a disaster.
Yeah. It's not good. You liked Damian Harris coming in.
I still like Damian Harris.
I'm fascinated
despite the okay pro day.
What if Josh Jacobs ran in the 4.4s instead of the 4.6s? Would he be like exceptional plus?
I mean, the scout would have to make the case on the ground.
The scout on the ground?
Scout on the ground would have to make the case for the 8th good grade, the 8th good category.
Much respect for Gil. They're just the godfather of the draft community. So that's a lot of good stuff there. That's our Alabama Day Pro Day recap. We should discuss Josh Jacobs in particular. People are really upset about the 4.640. Non-Gilbrandt on the ground scout people are upset about it. And because he was going number 5 overall in some mock drafts, I've seen your friend Matt Miller from Bleacher Report has him above Kyler Murray on his draft board.
Wow.
So he obviously thinks Josh Jacobs is a better player and probably more valuable too. But the fact that he ran 4.6, is that going to drop him? Because, you have to, that speed comes into play once or twice a year.
It does. It doesn't.
Literally once or twice a year.
Yeah. It's also, it's not like it shows up on tape as a problem. I'd be interested to see what his 10-yard split was, because I think his burst is exceptional.
Yeah.
Exceptional, Steve. That's the very best of the good grades.
That's a new one. I mean, you have to This is why you need the edit tweet.
That's how good
function.
it is. It's exceptional. So I think his burst is spectacular, even if it doesn't result in anything faster than 4.6 over 40 yards. I mean, I really like Jacobs. And I think the other thing is, I think the thing that he's best at is his work as a receiver, which is where you're going to be most valuable in today's NFL. So again, I don't really care that it's only 4.6.
We just got off the radio, Sirius XM, NFL radio, and you had a player comp for Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Player comps aren't always clean. They're not always perfect, but I liked yours.
Fred Jackson of the Buffalo Bills.
Who's this again?
Who's what?
I mean, I know who he is. Maybe our listeners don't know.
I'm just telling you, of the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, okay, good.
Former running back. I mean, that was the clue, Steve, when I said of the Buffalo Bills.
Formerly.
Yeah. Also used to be for the Rhine Fire, I think, of NFL Europe. And I think he spent some time one of those many millions of Arena Football League teams. I'm not even going to attempt to remember which one it was.
Was NFL Europe like your thing back in the day? Were you all into it?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, he had a weird path to the NFL, all these strange places, NFL Europe, the Arena League, etc., to the point where I can't even find a 40 time for him to see if he ran a 4.6 like Josh Jacobs.
What was his Foursquare?
I also unknown from parts unknown and with athletic measurables unknown. Fred Jackson, but I think stylistically they're quite similar. Fred Jackson was a really underrated player for the Bills for years. Was again exceptional as a receiver, not just as a ball carrier, which is where Josh Jacobs is at his best.